Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kortiwada, and in this video we will see what are the topics which we have covered till now in solidjs series. So this video will summarize you what are the different topics which we have used, we have experimented, and we got a very good knowledge on the basic concepts of solidjs. So what are the topics which we have covered? We have covered around 35 topics in our series, and that is introduction to solidjs, installation and running our solid application. I have shown you how exactly we can install our solidjs application, and also we spoke about the folder structure, how the folder structure and what is the flow control which is enabled in our solidjs, and how exactly whenever you run npm run dev, how it works. All these commands we have discussed in our flow control and folder structure. And coming to the creating and injecting the components, whenever you have one component, how to inject that in the other component, and how to create the components, and what are the snippets we can use for creating the components in solidjs, we have covered in the fourth topic. And the fifth topic is related to signals. What are signals, how exactly that signals are used, and what is the basic example for signals we have covered in our signals concept. And coming to event handling, we have discussed about on click and all the different types of events which we can use in the JavaScript. The same type of events how we can use in the solidjs we have discussed in the event handling. Coming to the conditional statements, what are the different ways we can use the conditional statements, and what is the component which is given like a show component, and what is the fallback for the show component, and how exactly they work in our solidjs I have explained in conditional statements. And coming to the switch statements, we discussed about switch, where the switch is a component which is given by solidjs, and when is a component which is given by solidjs. So we have all the different types of cases which we have covered in our switch statements. And coming to the looping statements, we covered about for loop, and also we covered about indexing component of our solidjs. Coming to the dynamic components, how to load dynamic component, and how exactly this can helpful for us whenever we are writing a dynamic component which need to be rendered on based on some drop down, based on some clicks. Such type of things we have discussed in the dynamic components. Coming to the portal, how exactly we can use a pop-ups, we can use the confirmations, alerts, such type of things we have discussed in the portal components. And coming to the error boundaries, we spoke about the error boundaries whenever there is a component problem, or whenever the component throws an error, then how we can handle that. We spoke about that in the error boundaries. And coming to the styling of a component, how we can style a component, how we can use an inline style, how we can use a dynamic styles. We have discussed all about styles in our 13th concept, that is styling a component. And coming to the derived signals, this is a subtopic of our signals, where it is an advanced concept where we can use the signals and we can create a functions, and whenever the signals gets updated, how these derived signals will get updated. We spoke about all of this in our derived signals. Coming to effects, we spoke about different effects and how to use that effects, and how to untrack that effects, how to use multiple effects, how to use batching of signals inside effect, and also how to use on callback, how to use memos, and how to use memoization techniques, and how we can improve the performance by using memos, we have discussed in all these topics. And coming to the deep props, that means sending the data from parent to child or child to parent, we have used default props, split props, children props. All this comes under the props techniques, and how to pass them. And also we spoke about merge props. A lot of different ways we have discussed in our 21, 22, 23 topics. And coming to the nested reactivity, how that nested reactivity will work, what is the complexity in our nested reactivity, and how we can achieve in a basic and easy manner by using stores, mutations. We have discussed about this. And whenever you want to point some fields, how to use them, we spoke about them in refs and forward refs. And how to create a directives, and what are exactly the directives, how they function, we have discussed with a small example as well. And what is an unmount lifecycle hook which is given by solidjs, how they exactly work. And what is context API, we have discussed the normal context API and advanced context APIs. And also we spoke about resources, that means creating the resource, and how to fetch some set of asynchronous data and the promises content in our component, how to use loading, error, such type of things, and how to mutate, how to refetch in API call. We discussed about them in our resources. And we spoke about lazy components, how to load the components which are not used and which can be loaded very lazily instead of eagerly, how they can be loaded. We spoke about them. And how to use the suspense component on the lazy loaded components or lazy loaded content and how to use the fallbacks we have discussed in the suspense component. And whenever you want to use list of suspense components together and you want to monitor or you want to change them accordingly, that then also we spoke about suspense list components. And the last topic which we spoke is on cleanup lifecycle hook, how it works whenever the component is unmounted or before the unmounting a component, how you can perform certain logic. We spoke about that in our on cleanup video. So these all are the very basic to advanced concepts which we can use in solidjs, and this helps us to build a particular application. If you really want to know some other topics which are advanced or which may be moderate, which may be basic, if I'm missing some set of concepts which are very important, and if you feel to know about them, please let me know in the comment section so that I'll make a brief video about them. And this is not ending up of the solidjs tutorial. This is a basic to advanced concepts of solidjs. And in my upcoming series, I'll plan to do a solid router where and how you can configure your routing configurations and how you can make all the routings in our solidjs. So that is my upcoming series. Please watch this series, follow my tutorial, click on the bell icon, share with your friends so that it can reach more people, and whatever the efforts I kept on this particular series, that will be worth. Hope you enjoyed my series, and this is end of my solidjs series. Thank you, thanks for the support and thanks for the encouragement. Still I'm expecting more and more encouragement from you by smashing the like icon and by smashing the bell icons. And also, whoever are not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe. Hope you like my explanations. Thank you.